welcome to another episode of the Antisocial Chat Show. My name is Tara and I'm here with the lovely
Eleanor. My name's Eleanor Gould. Great to be here. Yeah, great to be here, Tara. What are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about Facebook groups. We've spoken about this before, but I would like to start off by saying to everyone that something amazing happened this week regarding a certain Facebook group that's got me very excited, which is super opposite to the fact that in my current business, I'm struggling with the idea of having to create my own Facebook group. So I think you're going to be able to help me with that, Eleanor, because the exciting thing is, dun, dun, dun,
I reopened the Copywriter Facebook group. After over a year, I closed it at the end of April 2018. Mm-hmm. So it's been just over a whole year. It's been, and the whole reason was I kept on getting so many requests to reopen it, right. And also because of the new, the recent Facebook announcement was also a factor that they were going to make communities more part of the Facebook feed. I think Zuckerberg's quote was "the future's private" or something along those lines. I don't think it is, but if they're going to highlight groups more in the feed, I thought, wow, this is a good opportunity to revive the group and give it a new, fresher perspective, breathe a bit of life into it again, and take it on its course. I think, yeah.
What I like about what you've done is it reminds me of when I met you on Snapchat. And I know I keep saying this, but I'm very happy about that. And the fact that as I got to know you, I realized that you weren't really a fan of videos. You're a copywriter. Well, you were a copywriter. You're way more than that now, obviously. But copywriting is what you did. So you were used to writing. And that's what I admired about you as a copywriter at that time. You embraced everything that was happening. If something came out, you were like, right, I'm going to get on that. And this ties in with the fact that you had a very specific reason for stopping your Facebook group. You even wrote a blog post about it. But you are able to take advantage of the new things that happen. Facebook making groups prominent. Instead of saying, well, I don't like doing that. That's not what I want to do, which to me means you're an absolute great businesswoman because you embrace what comes along and you go with it. It doesn't matter if you're screaming and kicking along the way, but you go with it. And that's why I would like some insight as to why you did that, to help me decide, well, I think I have decided, but to help me understand my fear of Facebook groups and running one myself.
Well, I think your fear of Facebook groups is valid, actually, because I still stand by everything I've said. It is a time suck.
Okay.
The admin can be difficult. You're dealing with people and human nature. But I like to think I learned a hell of a lot because the other group lasted for about 2, maybe 3 years. It's not that long. It's really in the great big scheme of things. And since then, obviously, I've got a group of the same name on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn group isn't. LinkedIn keep on saying, yeah, groups are the way, but they're not anywhere near Facebook. And okay. Facebook to me is the home of groups. They've really nailed that.
They got that right.
They're a couple of the reasons, and also because obviously I have courses, and back when I first started the group, I started it for a different reason, and that was because there wasn't any groups like it that I found. I didn't like the more aggressive Facebook groups that were around at the time. Since then, there's lots of good copywriting groups.
Right.
I totally get that. And they're probably around at the time, I just didn't know about them. So that's why I started the group in the first place. And I really want to continue that because for many things, I've grown as a person. I want to share what I've learned. I want other people to come in and I'm going to have the idea is to have lives, and so other people can come in and teach things. So we're all sharing our learning and expertise together. Because while I've been away, I still get copywriters contact me almost daily, asking me for advice on things, especially people new to copywriting and more experienced people as well. So that's the main reason. If people keep on telling you something, you have to answer the question.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the classic case of go where your audience is and, respond to what it is that they want. And also I would like to highlight, because I've always recommended your group even to clients that I've worked with. Despite the fact that I do copywriting for clients, you know, I'm still learning it. It's one of the areas in digital marketing that, you know, I
think we all are. Copywriters are. If a copywriter comes along and says, I know it all, then of course they don't.
Exactly. But I would like to point out to everyone who's watching or listening that the Copywriter Facebook group, where you will definitely find me in there as well, isn't just for copywriters. It's also for, you know, whatever you call yourself, freelancer, employee, you know, business owner. You really do get a lot of tidbits from there. And one of the things that you just sold me on that I like, which will probably help me with my own Facebook group, is encouraging other people to go live, because I like the idea of video. Too many people are really good at hiding behind words and getting a bee in their bonnet about something, but if they expressed it, maybe they don't have to go live, maybe just create a video and upload it. I think that will be kind of key. And this brings me on to another group that I absolutely really like. It's tied in with the course type platform that I use called Member Vault. And somebody in there replied to my comment with a video, using the video feature. And I thought, oh, I'm going to do that. That's nice. Yeah. And I get that, because when you're typing all day, you know, you can convey your response quite, you know, quicker. And I just thought, oh my gosh, that is so cool. So I like the idea of that. So watch out, because I'll be doing more of that in your group.
Yeah, I mean, Facebook, doing lives in groups is good, but my advice is to put a restriction on it. So for example, Jules White, she has a group called Live It, Love It, Sell It. And she has certain days. So certain days people in her group will say, oh, it's like, I don't know, Mondays, show your face day, I don't know, everybody can do a live. So, because otherwise you're just going to get people going, no, coming in. And it's like with anything with groups, there will always be people that push the envelope.
Of course. So one of the things I want to talk about, which ties in with the Facebook group, Facebook groups being pushed front and center. And this was announced, wasn't it, recently, a couple of weeks ago at the F8 Facebook conference. And I think a lot of you might already see that your app or on Facebook it's changed, so you're seeing the Facebook group icon there, and I find that there's easy access to the groups and notifications and so forth. But interestingly enough, Facebook they've also recently announced that they're going to allow us Facebook users to delete our history, everything from Facebook. And this is really to help not be advertised to from the user perspective. So I'm talking as a user, if I don't want to see ads, and I don't want, you know, because if you click on an ad and you decide that you want to hide it, or you don't want to see from the advertiser anymore, it also tells you why they've targeted you, or how they've targeted you, because you're interested in the Spanish language, because you're interested in boots, right? So I think this is, I'm intrigued as to the implication of being able to delete my data from Facebook, how that's going to affect me as a business owner when I'm doing ads, and how that's going to affect groups, because I'm sure that they are rolling out being able to add, you know, have ads in groups.
I've heard that. I'm not really a fan of it.
No, but what do you think about being able to delete your data from Facebook?
When I say data, I'm assuming your account's still active. You can just delete your data. I think from a user perspective,
might be history, but yeah.
Yeah, I think from a user perspective, it's brilliant. From an advertiser perspective, not so much. So there must be something more to it, because, you know, Facebook is really there to the business at the end of the day.
One of the things that came up was something to do with the targeting. So it might make more sense as an advertiser, because your targeting will be tighter. So if somebody's removed their history or data, sorry, I don't know which one it is. I just read it very quickly. But if they've done that, then you're not going to be able to reach them. But if they've chosen to do that, that means they don't want to be reached, which means you're saving, you know, your cents, because you're not, you know, targeting the wrong person. But this also ties in with my other question, which is, we often hear, and I have said it myself as a marketer, you should build your community on your own land. You know, don't rely on platforms and so forth. which I have to say does really make me really believe way more in email marketing than ever before. But some people are concerned about that. Like, you know, if they're doing that, if Facebook are coming out with more of these features, but at the same time promoting groups, you know, is there a chance that building your community on Facebook groups is going to come to bite you in the old proverbial?
Very likely, yeah.
Question, wasn't it?
but that's why people build Facebook groups in the first place, is that, and then they have, you know, a sales funnel. So, you know, for example, a lot of Facebook groups, you know, the owners will get you into a mastermind or coaching or everything like that. You know, when I first run the copywriter, rather naively, I just thought, oh, we had to have a lovely community, you know, and everybody else has got sales funnels galore in my group as well. So yeah, I learned that the hard way, so to speak. And talking about retargeting, there is a way I know that you can, on your Facebook page, create a link or an ad, then hide the link, put it in, say, a Facebook group with your targets in, but you somehow hide the link, and then you can retarget all the people that clicked on it, which is a very shady thing to do, in my opinion. But another reason why you shouldn't let people drop links into your Facebook group willy-nilly.
Really?
You know, to their pages, say, for example. Yeah.
The pages or to groups? That's
their pages into a group. So, for example, if you create a post on your Facebook page, it's getting confusing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you hide it. I think you can cloak it, can't you? I'm not quite sure how it works, but I was reading something about the other day that you can then put that link into a Facebook group, see all the people that click on it, and then retarget them. Okay,
there are lots of tools that can do that. I mean, the way you've described it with a very specific, if that's what they're doing.
I'm not sure. I just read it somewhere. Like, you know, it's all these. I'm sure there's lots of isn't it, that kind of thing that goes on, or
sorry,
black cat.
Just going crazy. Anyone who's watching, you can see in the background. I didn't hear what you said. I'm so sorry. We're not editing it.
It's okay, but I wouldn't. Your cat is not allowed in my Facebook group.
Loki, you're not allowed in. Yeah, I guess there are so many different types of hacks and things that people can do. My concern regarding that would be, you know, doing something like that, you're not really getting your target audience. You know, and I guess this might be another podcast episode. But one of the things I'm leaning to is away from sales funnels and more to building relationships. And I remember a couple of years ago, a year ago, this is how I got quite a few clients, by being active in Facebook groups and sharing some knowledge. I always do a lot of screen grabs because people ask questions, and if it's something technical, I would record my screen and show them, and then I had people approach me to hire me. And this is one of the things that I like about Member Vault, where I'm going to be putting a challenge and a course, because it's considered a binge and buy market. So you don't need sales funnels. You invite people in to your free, your freebie. Yeah. For me, it's a resource library. And then once they're there, they can have a poke around, and you encourage that. Yeah, what suits you, rather than them being forced into a particular funnel. So I think
I think your cats are trashing your house.
Sorry, everyone who's listening. Them be the cats, and they've just broken something, so it's going to be intriguing. So I think people who are doing that, I really do wonder how much, what their results are, and they're taking.
It's going to be better, isn't it? It makes sense.
I guess it's for me. I think, especially with so many different ways of, creating a community in so many different platforms, I think it makes more sense to build relationships, because should something happen, so for example, if your copywriter group disappeared, let's just say you didn't close it, you deleted, I should imagine there'd be quite a number of people that would message you in some way or the other and say, hey, what happened? Because you built relationships. Right, because you built relationships with them, as opposed to cloak and dagger, trying to get them
I
into
think
your funnel.
Yeah, I mean, what you say is totally right, because it's all about lifetime value of a customer, really.
Yeah.
And so with relationship building, you're adding that value over time as well. So yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Yeah. Whereas if you're just, this short termism, I guess, getting people in the funnel, click here, buy there, upsell here, banging around, and then it's like they bought you. Okay, I bought your product, but I don't feel good about it.
Exactly. And it's like going for the quick wins as opposed to, the long-term gain.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't told you this because, I like to do this now and again, but I have a quick fire round for you. For those who are listening and not watching the video of this, there were daggers coming my way. I'm going to ask you and it's only one question, what are the top three things that you are absolutely ecstatic about from opening your group in this past week? What three things have happened or that you're thinking of that you're really glad that you reopened the group? Go.
Well, the first has to be your new hairstyle. That was absolutely ecstatic seeing that live in the group. That was the first thing.
Thank you.
The second was the amount of support that was there, because I opened it kind of on the quiet, so to speak, and then I was going to do a kind of soft launch, if you like, but I haven't done that yet, and already people are coming. So it's just really about the support, and all of a sudden I feel like, what, I think it was a good thing. If it doesn't go the way I expect it to, and it all goes, at least I've tried again, because I'm not one to give up on things that easily, and I will listen to the market, and I will listen to what it's telling me. So it's another challenge for me. So you can try and throw your curveballs at me, Tara. It won't work.
But no, I agree with you. I've seen the comments in there, and it's great to see some old faces. And I'm looking forward to contributing more and to getting feedback from copywriters, and to be able to share as well my feedback with them. So exciting stuff. So what's the name of, maybe we should let everybody know more where they can find you, this Facebook group?
Yeah, it's quite easy. The Copywriter, that's it. It's called The Copywriter on Facebook. It's called The Copywriter in LinkedIn. I'm not nothing hard, just The Copywriter, and you'll find it, and you can apply to join as long as you answer all the questions. Then to my satisfaction.
Fantastic. All right, well, do we have anything else?
No. What about you? What are you up to, Tara?
I'm going to drop my link to Member Vault. I would encourage everyone to come and take a look. It's the platform that I've switched over from Thinkific. So I switched over from there to Member Vault, and it's free. It's free to sign up. And one of the really cool things about it is it's free for up to 50 subscribers, if you have 50 subscribers. So this means you can have a play around with it and see if it's for you. But the other thing is, some people use it very differently. It's not always just for courses. Some people use it as a client portal.
Yeah.
So if you have less than 50 clients, you can use it indefinitely without having to pay.
Yeah.
But it's definitely worth having a look, and I'd love to hear people's feedback on it, because it is slightly different to what's out there currently. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to have an explore of that. Sounds interesting.
All right, so until the next episode, we would say bye-bye, and thank you for listening and for watching.
Love to do some great copy. Ciao.